And a good day, all of you. Jean Henderson Pierre, the Beverage Ramble, back again with you with another rambling edition today from Southbound Brewing Company in Savannah, Georgia. This is the Mountain Jam Southern Lager. This is an American lager style. It gets a 3.7 score on 3.7 out of 5 on Untap. Barry Advocate gives it an 83 score, meaning it's good. This is an American lager style brew. It says a light crisp beer, a light crisp dry hop beer with Citra, Amarillo, and Cascade hops. Southern lager, dry hop. It won gold medal at the 2018 World Beer Cup for international lager style. So, for American-made beer, I guess using the international way of brewing, brewing company. So, anyway, 5% ABV, as I mentioned. Again, thank you, my buddy Lisa, with a beautiful glass that she gave me. Love you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Found this at this can. It was on site. It was a single. It was at some package store in Sandy Springs. I picked this up at. Damn, I forgot the name of that place. But anyway, anyhow. So here's what the beer looks like. It looks very orangey, almost like look like a very, almost could say like a sort of IPA, but very cloudy. Very little head up top, as you can see right now. So. Citra, Amarillo, and Cascade hops are two of the things you usually see in a pale ale, or majority of the time in a IPA, India Pale Ale. So to see this in a lager, the brewery's being a little creative. Hopefully this year I will make a trip up to Savannah while the weather's warm. Just make a trip up there, maybe have a lady friend with me. I hope. Hope. One can hope. One can hope. But very nice, very fragrant. It's a pretty decent smell. Mm. For a nice, again, it looks like you think you should drink it and not smell like an IPA, but it's not. But so a lot of these craft beer companies really are trying to go back to the traditional way of where the beers used to be. These lagers, these real, true, firm American lagers would be used to be. People think of American lagers, obviously think of Coors Banquet, Budweiser, Yingling, traditional lager, beers like that. So, here we go. Not bad. It has a sort of very citrus or orange flavor getting, but it's more of the hops than anything, I would say. But it's all right. It's all right. A little pineapple aftertaste in this, but interesting for a mountain lager. Excuse me, for an American lager to taste like this. It's like okay, this isn't really a lager, or it's more like a IPA. I don't know, or pale ale, I should say. Maybe this is a simple pale ale, possibly. So, um, the brewery again. I don't know much about the brewery. Southbound Brewing Company, Savannah, Georgia. As I said earlier, just now, that I'm going to try to make a trip up to Savannah this year, since I moved up to Georgia now, just to visit the beach area and just get the history of Savannah. Some of it, again, the good and the bad. Like any place any city you go to, any place part of this great continued experiment that is the United States of America. Um, look at the positives and the negatives. But I know that Savannah is rated a lot of these travel magazines as one of many visited tourist stops. One and within the top 10. Great place to visit, tour. Look around. The history, the restaurants, some of the shops, and some of the events that they had. They just had recently their St. Patrick's Day parade, and according by the numbers, that it is the second largest St. Patrick's Day parade, I think either behind New York or Chicago. So, which was kind of very surprising, Savannah, Georgia, but also I think a lot of snowbirds, when the weather as it is in the East Coast and the Midwest, people want to come to the South, you want to come and stay in any Savannah, Georgia, obviously, whether it be or down by the Gulf Shores. When I lived in Mobile, the Gulf Shores are a very popular spot, Orange Beach and, Gulf Shores, and then if you go into Florida, Gulf Breeze, all the beaches on the Florida Panhandle, Pensacola, Destin, Panama City. A lot of snowbirds come and visit, so like to be called snowbirds, but again, I think I might change. It says on that list as a lager. I might change it to say pale ale, but then again, I'll put it in the comments what it is. I'm getting more of a pale ale feel to this beer. It's just those hop flavors are there. There's a little hint of citrus, whether it be orange, grape, whether it be a little pineapple. I'm getting a little flavor of that as well. Excuse me. It's good. It's refreshing. I mean, it's just, but I think they categorized it wrong. As being a lager, I'd say pale ale. That's the feeling I'm getting right now. So, of course, many great breweries here in Georgia that I've been fortunate to try, and I did try when I lived in. Some I was able to get when I lived down in Mobile, from these different breweries. Now Creature Comfort, I mentioned, of course, Sweetwater, some very well renowned throughout the country now by their distribution. And a few others I've been like Pontoon Brewing. You got the there's another one over in Roswell, Georgia, Gate City. Of course, Terrapin, I guess, is also renowned, but obviously Molson Coors has their hand in everything with that brewery. Of course, they own them, but obviously, the beers are still being brewed in Athens. So, Creature Comfort is also in Athens. So there is some good breweries here, and of course, I mentioned the two I visited. Well, I've been to the Sweetwater location. Really nice spot, really nice, and hopefully the weather will cooperate this weekend. I'll go visit there again, but that will be later in the summer. Get my brother to come with me, but yeah, a lot of great breweries here in the state of Georgia that I've been quite impressed with. So, as far as this beer is concerned, I'm looking at this more of a pale ale than anything. This is not a lager, but really good. I'm going to go 8.4, so good. That'd be a B, about a good B right there. So, 8.4 for the Mountain Jam Southern Lager from Southbound Brewery. Pretty good. Brewing company, pretty good. But I look at it as more of a pale ale than anything. So, maybe you might disagree if you get a chance to try it. So, there. John Henderson Pierre, the Beverage Rambleton. Keep on watching as always. Cheers, live, laugh, and love. Mountain Jam! Mountain Jam.